What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we reacting to he got tricked into smashing a transgender. Yeah, if you get that far, I'm not gonna lie, you got to see it through. If I'm in Thailand and I happen to get far with a lady boy, you feel me? Anyway, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys want to see next, and let's get into it.
Let's assume you're inside of a grocery store and you catch this lady looking at you, staring at you, giving you the eye. And at first you look back and look to the side to see if that
Listen, if they look one time, okay, that could be a coincidence. Y'all make eye contact. Don't you're not gonna don't sit there and stare at her for like OD long, you know, make eye contact. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then y'all happen to lock eyes again. That might, listen, I'm not saying, it depends on how long that eye lock lasts. That might be an invitation in case, say what's up to me. Third time y'all lock, and it's for a good amount of time. I'm not talking about like 15 seconds, but like y'all aware that y'all looking at each other, bro. Niggas don't like walking down. That could be nerve-wracking, but you gotta go say something, especially if she's pretty. Now, if she's a transgender, or they are a transgender, or he a transgender, I don't, you feel me? But that's some game.
lady is looking at you or looking at somebody else, because this typically don't happen to you. And you know, she looking fly, you know what I'm saying? You liking what you see, so you decide to go over and talk to her. She tell you her name is Hazel, and you're like, well, hey, you know, my name is such and such, and I'd like to, you know, hang out with you later. She's like, cool, that's fine, you know, and things is going rather easy, because it don't really go this easy like that. And you call her, she says, hey, let's meet up for lunch. You go to lunch, and let's go back to the house, and you know, booty clap ourselves.
I don't know if they got the surgery, and even if they did get the surgery, I don't know if you can tell the difference between a surgical and a non-surgical JJ, or however you want to say. I don't know YouTube, you feel me? But meeting and smashing within that time period is crazy. Can't do it.
Yes, everything is cool,
But there's only one problem.
Hazel was born a man. That's right, Hazel was transgender.
Damn.
So my question to
now
you
you can
is,
tell that, like, I almost said a slur, but you could tell that's not who they say. That's not Hazel. That's Jesus. That's not Hazel. That was for sure Jesus.
what do you do? What do you do?
You got to see it through, my boy. You got to see it through.
This is what happened with a young man in Chicago by the name of Orlando Perez.
Investigators say the teenage suspect was so enraged that after shooting the victim multiple times, he left and then returned to the crime scene to open fire once again.
Nigga was digging in that butt. Realized he was digging in some butt. Up fire. Empty the clip. Went home to go get more ammo. Then empty the clip again. That nigga was mad as hell.
Police say video from the neighborhood led them to the alleged 18-year-old
This nigga
Orlando
couldn't believe
Perez,
he was
now
digging in
held
that
without
butt.
bond. Investigators say Perez had gone home with the victim, 37-year-old Selena Reyes Hernandez, shortly after meeting her on the morning of May 31st. And
That's
in
some
her
crazy
basement
stuff.
apartment in Marquette Park, Perez learned Reyes Hernandez was transgender.
The offender became very upset. He left the residence. He became more upset, and that's when he came back to the residence, and then he brutally murdered the victim in this case.
That's not funny.
Prosecutors say
I know I'm laughing and I'm joking and stuff. No matter what, you know, come on, bro. Like, taking a nigga life. Yeah, nigga life, that's not funny.
Perez returned to the apartment a third time, again opening
God
fire on
damn,
the victim.
nigga. The first two times wasn't enough. Holy shit. Nigga, this shit hold 15. That's 45 shots. And if he got one in the head, my nigga, that's what, 48?
Victim's lifeless body.
And in this case with Orlando Perez, the transgender woman was much older than he was, in the 30s. This was a young guy, 18, which leads me to believe.
Ah, hell no, nigga. Ah, hell no. And I knew you knew. But she probably blackmailed your ass. Nigga, yeah. If something like this, listen, may God rest her soul. R.I.P. If something like this look at me like, my nigga, like, You feel me? Like, come on, bro.
That, you know, although it was legal for the transgender to be messing with this young man, he was young, okay? And he was impressionable. He just didn't know that this person was not born a woman. He actually had to find out when he got there. The problem was when he found out, he shouldn't have came back and gunshots.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was the issue, right? That was premeditated murder. And that's why he's in jail right now. That part of the situation was against the law. But it was also wrong of this person to make him believe that they were a woman when in fact he...
What's y'all... I mean, I think most niggas gonna be like, bro, you gotta... If you get... I'm not gonna lie. These surgeons they got max prestige. They maxing out all their badges. All their badges on Hall of Fame. This, you could tell this a nigga 110%. This is a nigga. This nigga name used to be Juan. Like, you could tell this was a nigga. But they are getting good. I still got Sharingan, my nigga. It's tatted on me. It's not a Sharingan, but I can see. You feel me? I see it all. I got it. It's tatted on me. I see it all. You can't get past this perception. But it's getting good. It's harder to tell for shit show. That nigga's just a dumbass. But getting back to my original point, how do y'all feel about niggas like waiting to tell you, like, you should just, that's be the first thing. Hey, I'm a transgender.
Found out that they were not, and who knows how far they were getting into it. Basically, the transgender individual should have let the person know up front that I am born a man and now this. Then he would have had the opportunity to choose a situation.
Orlando's a
but
fucking
also,
dumbass.
That's not the only case. The biggest case of them all is trending all across Highland Park, Michigan, which is right outside of Detroit. There was a young man who was 17 at a time by the name of Carlos Lam-
Yo, this is the nigga that killed his barber. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, this is like the nigga that killed his barber, bro. I knew this nigga. This nigga definitely like getting digged in his butt.
Lamar, Scotland. He came across Aisha Davis. Looking at Aisha.
This nigga, I'm not gonna lie, I see it, the facial shape and shit. But this is a lot harder. A lot harder to tell this is a man compared to a woman. The first nigga had to just be OD horny or something, because it's no way on God's green earth you couldn't tell. Now this, do I understand? He probably don't got the same perception I got. But
Davis or Asia Davis, from what I'm seeing right now, this to me looks like a woman that was born a woman. He's a young...
See, like that one?
Asia Davis, from what I'm seeing right now, this to me...
I can understand. Like, she got a strong ass face. He got a strong ass face, and he got like the boobation shit going on, the bust down. You feel me? So I can tell. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I can't even tell this a nigga. I'll be honest with you. Are they gonna get me? Hell nah. Nowadays, niggas, I'm nervous and some more shit. But that freaky looking ass nigga, you can't even blame that nigga for that.
Looks like a woman that was born a woman. He's a young kid looking to clap some cheeks. He goes in there, booty clapping sounds. Then he finds out that this particular...
Look at this nigga breast itch. Nah, that nigga, he got a strong ass face. Don't get me wrong, but like, if you drunk enough, my nigga, you not gonna it's gonna be hard as fuck to tell. You're not gonna tell until the nigga trying to dig in your booty cheeks. This some crazy shit. These doctors are dead ass maxing out all their badges. They are Hall of Fame. Like, this is some next level.
Particular individual is not born a woman, and if this information gets out, man, it's gonna be...
Nah, nigga, you could tell this a fucking nigga right here. Those last two pictures are niggified. But like, he's 17-year-old nigga, brain with his frontal lobe and shit not developed.
Bad. So this is the decision that he made.
A cold murder case is finally solved. Let's get out to Highland Park in Shawn Lay, where a woman was shot and killed last summer. Sean, you have news of a big break in this case.
Truly a big break. A tragedy here at the Woodward Inn, but it happened months ago. Really, just one clue to this one is this. 24-hour video, good cameras here. That gave MSP something to go on. They truly called this investigation a whodunit. Well, it has been solved, and now Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy made the announcement today.
She was beloved in her community, and she was known to be generous and a compassionate person, according to her family and many, many friends.
Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy highlighting the tragic and mysterious murder of Asia Davis. Let me take you back to June 1st, 2023, and the Woodward Inn in Highland Park. A security camera capturing this person coming in, then running out. But that person wasn't captured for months. That night, police finding the body of the 36-year-old Asia Davis in her room. She had been shot in her head.
It is alleged that the defendant shot and killed her. At the time of her death, she had recently completed nursing school and was going to start a new job when her life was tragically cut short.
At last, a break in what was a very cold case. This 18-year-old Carlos Lamar Scotland was arrested this week and charged with Davis's murder.
Carlos Lamar Scotland is 18 years old. He has been charged with the following offenses: first-degree murder, felony firearm, carrying a concealed weapon, and resisting and obstructing a police officer.
Back here live at the Woodward Inn in Highland Park. That's an 18-year-old now facing all of those charges. Prosecutor Worthy says we'll learn more about the circumstances of what went down here when he goes to court in a couple of weeks.
And just recently, he went viral again for doing this inside of the courtroom.
Today was the first day of testimony in the trial of a man accused of killing a transgender woman in Highland Park.
But the proceedings ended abruptly when the defendant fell asleep. CBS News Detroit's Andres Gutierrez.
That nigga dead just don't give a fuck. That nigga like, how the fuck do you fall asleep when your life is on the line? He don't give that. I'm not gonna lie, get niggas like that off the streets. That nigga, guys know how many bodies he got. Nigga fell asleep after you just got caught killing a nigga. How the fuck, yeah.
Gutierrez joins us from 30th District Court with what exactly happened in that courtroom.
Well, before this morning's proceedings got underway, the defendant, Carlos Scotland, was talking to his attorney, mouthing something to someone in the gallery. But once the first witness took the stand, well, he couldn't stay awake.
Mrs. Scotland, are you okay?
Many in the courtroom saw this as pure disrespect.
Is your client still awake?
Carlos Scotland dozing off as the lead investigator recounted the inconsistencies during his interrogation of the 18-year-old charged with the June 2023 murder of Asia Davis at the Woodward Inn.
Did the defendants ever suggest that there was some type of altercation in the room?
Yes.
And when you look at that picture, sir, is there anything that would suggest there was a struggle or altercation in that room?
Not at all.
MSP Detective James Plummer says Scotland eventually admitted to shooting Davis.
And could you tell us, what did he say as it relates to that, sir?
That he, after the victim swung at him, that he shot the victim in the face or neck area.
Okay. And are you familiar with the medical examiner's report in this case, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And was the victim shot in the face or the neck, sir?
No.
In fact, where was she actually shot?
In the back of the head.
Literally in the back of the head at close range, correct?
Yes.
Did he ever correct that part of it?
No.
Scotland initially claimed it was all done in self-defense after she allegedly attacked him with a knife.
He initially said that he had took the knife and discarded it in a field. He then recanted that and said that the victim swung at him with a closed right fist while possessing a phone in the victim's left hand.
Okay. And did he ever say where the knife was that he claims was there?
He provided great detail initially, looking at a map as to where he discarded this knife before saying that there was no knife.
And just as the detective was getting into details about how Scotland and Davis ended up meeting that fateful night, Scotland's episode began. Eventually, his attorney told the judge another inmate allegedly slipped Scotland 3 pills before coming to court, causing the drowsiness and forcing the judge to adjourn for the day.
I hope the nigga could.
Asia Davis, age 36, was found dead in the Highland Park hotel room June 1st, 2023, with a single gunshot wound to her head. And I'm reading this from the article advocate.com. And again, my heart goes out to the family of Asia Davis. But I just want to ask this. Again, this is a person who is young, 17. 17 with a person that's 36 in another state, that's usually illegal, but I did Google.
Wait, isn't that grape, my nigga? I'm not this type of guy, but if the roles were reversed, holy shit. That's literally grape. And it's bad both ways, man or woman, transgender or Zer, they whatever. But like, I'm not saying what he did made it any better, but like, holy shit.
It's actually 16. So technically, this is legal. The issue is the young man went there with a premeditated intention to assassinate the individual, Asia Davis, when this shouldn't have happened, okay? I'm not trying to tell somebody how to feel if they feel like they have been violated or they have been tricked. And of course, you know, hey, it could take a part of a masculinity away from an individual. However, the way that they're putting these things out is, listen, this is a person of color, okay? This is a person that got, you know, a shot on the first week of Pride Week. And so this is how they're just, you know, displaying it. So this 17-year-old young man who obviously, you know, didn't tell the story about what really went down was ashamed that this person or the transgender woman was pretending to be a woman that was born like that and didn't tell this young man.
Woodward
so he
in
goes
Highland
and gets
Park.
a gun,
A
and now he's gonna face life in prison. I'm gonna tell guys this, especially if you're in some of these cities, and I'm talking about Highland Park is, you know, outside of Detroit, you in DC, you in Atlanta, you need to be very peculiar about, before you go out on these dates, you need to ask a person,
bitch, are you a fuck, I forget. Excuse me, ma'am. May you happen to be born a woman? Like, is the parts down there and up here, are they like God-given parts? Did a doctor with Max Prestige Hall of Fame badges happen to work on those parts and give you those parts? Or, bitch, you a transgender?
Okay, I don't care how old you are, because people with science and surgeries, folks is looking different. That way you don't have to go down this road. I got a homeboy who live in Atlanta, and he told me straight out, he only deals with chicks that are single moms. Because
that makes so much sense. And I was always like, I'm not raising no nigga kid. I'm not fucking with no girl with no baby. Now, granted, I don't know how the shit work if you can like adopt a kid if you like a transgender or shit. But like, damn. The Atlanta, they out there, bro. I've seen the most gay people I've ever in my life in Atlanta. Shout out to the gay niggas. Like, you know, I got nothing against y'all niggas, but
they had kids before. So that must mean they were born a woman. That's the only way he deal with a lady out there, is if she got kids. So that could be your approach. But again, if you make the mistakes that these guys did, people are not gonna have no sympathy for you. You're gonna go to jail as a convicted felon, as a convicted murderer, and they're gonna go and say that, hey, this is a hate crime against the LGBTQ community. That's it. And the judge is gonna watch you, all right? So,
bro, fuck all that. Listen, you get that close, I'm not even gonna finish this shit out. Shout out to this nigga. Go subscribe to his videos. I'm probably gonna react to more. I like the way he do his style. You get that close, my nigga, you realize you thought you was getting a hot dog bun and it happened to be a hot dog, my nigga. You gotta see it through. You didn't got two, like at that point you already gay, my nigga, because they might have then tugged in your meat a little bit, sucked your meat a little bit, played in your butt a little bit. At that point, my nigga, you're gay. Like, you got to see it through. It's probably more gay to go kill the nigga and end up in jail with more niggas than just see it through and then never talk about it again. Take that shit to the grave. This was the first. I think I'm gonna start doing more of these police type videos and whatnot. I like these. I watch them on TikTok for free, so why not on YouTube and try to get paid? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is Trent's opinion, where I give my opinion, and this is my opinion on transgenders.